Who lived here, I wonder? Hogsmeade, here I come. Hello, Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
Why, yes. Yes, I do. Are you interested?
Yes, I am. I've always wanted to own a shop.
How marvellous. I think you will find my terms quite generous. But, and do please forgive me for asking, don't you think you might be a tad young to own a shop?
I have a knack for this sort of thing, if I do say so myself. If I can meet your terms, I hope that you'll sell to me.
Well, I reckon you have the confidence needed for such a venture. And of course you'll have Penny to help you. That elf could sell tea to a troll. I assume she told you she comes with the place.
She did indeed.
I like you. Tell you what, I shall sell you the space for an exceedingly fair price. I think you might just be shrewd enough to make a go of it.
An exceedingly fair price for a shop and an elf. What's the catch?
Ah, you are wise to be wary in business dealings. No catch, really. I simply ask that you allow me to do you the favour of buying the shop back, at a discount, of course, should your efforts fail. The last thing we need here in Hogsmeade is for one bad apple to spoil the barrel, if you get my meaning.
Your faith in me is overwhelming. You're sorely mistaken if you think I'm going to fail.
There's that confidence again. And, of course, I wish you every success. Do we have a deal?
The shop seems to be in an ideal location. Why has no one purchased it yet?
It is indeed. But I've just decided to sell. I've grown weary of being a landlady. My late husband was the one with a passion for shopkeeping and business in general. You'd be wise to take advantage of this opportunity before the offers start rolling in.
It looks to be rather a mess. Why haven't other tenants been able to make a go of it there?
As you've no doubt considered, running a shop is not as simple as those less savvy might think. The new owner, however, will have something that previous tenants did not. The benefit of Penny's particular prowess. Her assistance will make all the difference, I should think, in both getting the shop ready for business and ensuring its success.
What precisely do you mean, should my efforts fail?
Honestly, I only mean that if for some reason you're unable to keep the shop going, I could help you cut your losses. That's all. But, as you've implied, the odds of that happening are remote.
It does sound intriguing, but I need to consider my finances first. I'll come and find you if I'm interested.
Very well, but I won't be able to keep the shop available for too long. If you do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible. Hello again. You know, the shop won't be available forever. Penny's terrible.
Madam Mason, about the shop.
Yes?
I've decided I'd like to go ahead and purchase the shop.
I have to say I'm impressed. You are a remarkably resourceful student.
I am indeed.
And brave. You won't be sorry. Give me the money, and I shall get the paperwork filed immediately.
Wonderful. Shall I head directly to the shop?
Please do. Oh, one more thing. Since my husband died, I've not been able to bring myself to retrieve some of his personal items. They're in a chest at the back of the shop. Penny has the key. As you get organised, I would be terribly grateful if you could help an old widow and gather his things for me before you open for business. I wish you the very best of luck in your endeavours. Penny will meet you there.
Well, I've done it, Penny. The shop is mine.
Oh, Penny is so pleased. Penny was hoping you would be the one to purchase it.
I'm glad you're here to help me.
Goodness, what a kind thing to say. Penny will do all that she can to make this a success. There is much to do. The last tenant left in a bit of a rush, so we'll need to clean up and do some repairs.
Well then, let's get to it.
Penny is ready. Between the two of us, we should have this place up and running in no time.
Reparo.
Oh, Penny can already see the potential. Nothing like a bit of hard work.
Reparo.
Mistress Mason wanted Penny to be sure and give you this key. It opens a chest in the back room of this shop.
Oh, yes. She mentioned it to me. It contains some of her late husband's belongings.
Penny wonders if you should open the chest.
Are you holding your breath again?
Penny must get back to work now.
Revelio. Incendio. That's odd. Why would someone store one hat in here? Oh, that's not very hospitable. Revelio.
Oh, goody! Someone to play with. You seem a cunning sort. What fun this will be! For me, at least.
Revelio. Glacius. Lumos. That's new. Onwards, I suppose. What in the... Who's there? Revelio. Revelio. That's lovely. Revelio. Seems as if I should hang something there. These lanterns must belong somewhere. Incendio! Revelio. Perhaps. It's meant to be hung on the hands. Bombarda. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Flipendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
How enlightening! You might survive a bit longer than the others.
Lumos.
Oh, you've come so far so quickly. Well done. You might be just the playmate I've been looking for. I do hope you enjoy my playground. I encourage you to tell everyone about it. If you make it out, that is. Please try. If you get to the end, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. I do want your shop to succeed, after all. What's the saying? Two sides to every story. Unfortunately for you, both sides hear to my story. And you'll have to complete both to get to the end. I simply adore this blooming place, don't you? You know, foliage, like most living things, won't survive for long in the darkness.
I wonder if I need to place lanterns to open these doors. Incendio! Incendio! Protego! Bombarda!
Oh, I'm afraid of the dark. Does it worry you that I can see you,
Accio.
but you can't see me?
Wingardium Leviosa!
It should.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
I'd offer you a seat, but I'm rearranging the furniture. Plus, don't want you getting too comfortable for
Lumos.
what's in store, do I?
Protego! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. Only 2 lanterns, but 3 spots. Perhaps I should move them around to open the door and build the platform. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio.
Ah, a worthy playmate. Well done, me.
Incendio. Incendio. Revelio. Defendo. Descendo. Expello. Revelio. Expedego. Incendio. Stupefy. Protego. Stupefy. 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 Protego. Incendio. Lumos. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
What's this? A game within a game? Ooh, knight to h3. Nighty-night!
That was the wrong square.
I'm hoping it's fall for me, but this is a bit...
I wonder if the chess pieces on the board indicate where I can't go. Perhaps I can find a way to reveal the path. That wasn't too difficult.
Oh, goodness!
Revelio.
I do hope you're having as much fun as me. I think I'll keep you around a bit longer.
Bombarda. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
mistakes, so to speak. Where shall I put this?
Protego!
Where shall I put this? Where shall I put this?
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Defender. Protego. Stupefy. Protego. Incendiary.
Now that should get your attention. Well, this has been fun. Much to do.
Incendiary.
See you in a bit. You've chosen the scholarly route. You'll need more than you've learned from books to best me.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Lumos.
Oh, deja vu. Watch yourself.
Revelio.
Running in circles, are we? Perhaps you should retrace your steps.
Lumos. What was that? Incendio! Lumos.
Oh, how nice of him to pop in.
Lumos. Imperio. Incendio. Imperio. Imperio. Lumos.
Home, sweet home.
Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Revelio. Reparo. Lumos. Reparo. Wingardium Leviosa.
My head is spinning. Catch is cat, but cat is cat. I discard. Just once, try seeing things from my point of view. Well, well, finally, someone deserving of the playground I so meticulously crafted. Such a treat to have fun again in my little dungeon.
I must say, I enjoy a good challenge.
Ah, a kindred, dare I say, spirit.
So, about the contract.
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Just to be clear, what does this agreement entail, specifically?
Pay attention. You guarantee that I can have my fun at least one day each month without fuss. I let you work the rest of the time, mostly in peace.
Why would you enter into such an agreement?
Much as I love banging about the place, it's no comparison to seeing customers' faces when I bonk them on the heads with a chocolate frog. One doesn't really understand the value of an audience until one is without it.
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying banging about all day in a pitiful void. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of one?
I would.
Pleasure doing business with you. You've worn me out. Ah, well done. I had a feeling about you. I have to admit, Cassandra did a wonderful job finding the perfect playmate.
Revelio.
Hello, Penny.
Penny is so glad you're back.
Were you worried I might not return?
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up in St. Mungo's.
Another shopkeeper? St. Mungo's? I think you should explain, Penny. Penny, please stop holding your breath. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, please forgive Penny. Penny is forbidden from telling you anything.
But how can you be forbidden from telling me what's going on? I purchased this shop.
Penny is confused. Penny thought that if you came back, you would own the shop.
You should have told me the truth and punished yourself as necessary. I need to go and find Officer Singer.
Penny is so sorry. Penny wanted to tell you everything. Truly. Surely Officer Singer will know what to do. Penny will wait right here.
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Officer Singer, I have some information you might be interested in.
Ah, good to see you again. What can I do for you?
Cassandra Mason sold me her shop and then tried to drive me mad in a haunted dungeon.
Cassandra Mason sold you her shop.
I am perfectly capable of owning a shop. But more importantly, did you not hear the bit about the dungeon?
No, I heard that bit too.
And, according to the house elf that came with the shop, she has done this sort of thing before. Repeatedly.
I wondered what was going on. She seems to have had a great deal of trouble keeping a tenant in that shop. In any event, these are serious accusations indeed. Perhaps a little visit with Cassandra is in order to clear this all up. Shall we?
Oh, hello, Ruth. I see you've met my new tenant.
Cassandra, it's my understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now, they've been telling me some very interesting stories about your business practices. Perhaps you should come with me. Stop her!
Incendio.
Luck is about
Levioso!
Crucio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Bombarda.
some excuse for a fight. Truly.
Imperio.
I should have known better than to do business with a wily student.
Imperial! Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
It's about to run out.
Bombarda! Incendio!
I should have known better than to do business with a wily student.
Imperial!
Hang on!
Crucial! Incendio! Bombarda! Finger! Expelliarmus!
Such a sad excuse for a fight. Truly. What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Confringo! Bombarda! Incendio! Defender! Expelliarmus!
Confringo!
Incendio!
Confringo! I should have known better than to confringo with a wild student.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Bombarda!
Lucky Confringo to run out.
Imperio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Such a sad excuse for a fight.
Confringo!
What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Defender! Incendio!
Ah, I'm disappointed in you, Cassandra. Incarcerate! You don't know what you're doing! Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of a haunted dungeon never crossed my mind. Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Check on that house elf of yours. She's probably terrified.
Moony little traitor herself! I should have known it was...
Silencio. Oh, and not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the elf. On her way to Azkaban.
Thank you, Officer Singer.
Best of luck to you as the newest shop owner in Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
East of Woodcroft certainly knew her.
Revelio.
Not much of the dark art.
Revelio. Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop has now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that is good news. Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult time keeping the truth from you. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new owner.
I look forward to working with you.
All that's left is for you to choose a sign for your new shop, and Penny will take care of the rest.
I choose Cladwell and Brewster.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory. Oh, and Penny, we'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night.
Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Revelio.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu. but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed. Dick's no herbology professor, but some plants here seem to be ready to harvest.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Revelio. Revelio.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lord Gok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Revelio. Revelio. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Armit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us. Revelio.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mind.
Revelio.
It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
These machines operate on steam.
Bombard.
Interesting.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Where have those plans gone? I had schematics in my hand a moment ago.
Such arrogance. Fire! Come up here and... What's a human? Let's get this.
Incendio. Bombarda. Levioso.
Deserve that you did. How nice of you to stop by. Watch your step round here. What's that shield? Pity. Attack. You can't stop us. Farewell forever. You won't stop me. Such arrogance.
I wonder how long I'm supposed to do this for.
Matter of time till Ragnarok sets things right.
Petrificus Totalis.
Watch your step round here.
Ranrock is sure to appreciate the extra work we're doing.
Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right.
We're being watched. By a door.
Watch your step round here.
Petrificus Totalis. He won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. I should use disillusionment. That eye won't see a thing. Revelio. It's it. Revelio. Revelio. Depulso.
Revelio.
You're like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans. Revelio.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? Clever. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
Hello? Not quite a moment.
Someone been taken out last meeting.
Was that your best?
Rather unwise coming back this way.
Your spells glance off of me.
It was almost too easy.
Yes, of course. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, They're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
We're close to a breakthrough. I can feel it.
Quiet, someone. Get away!
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building out here.
Levioso! Arresto momentum.
Descendo!
Flipendo! Descendo! Salsa! Accio!
There!
Flipendo!
You find it? You think this is funny?
Glacier! Arresto momentum.
Oh, yeah. Miserable! I will.
Arresto momentum. Levioso! Glacier! Levioso! Arresto momentum. Glacier! Levioso!
Put me down!
Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Return me to the ground.
Flipendo! Defalso! Descendo!
Levioso!
Flipendo! Arresto momentum. Levioso!
Who do you think?
Expelliarmus! Defendo!
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Incendio! Revelio!
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Descendo! Flipendo! Capulso! Levioso!
I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must.
Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Revelio! Descendo! Flipendo! Accio! Revelio!
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Revelio. Revelio.
Any who oppose Ragnarok will be eliminated.
Revelio.
Quiet. Too quiet,
Petrificus Totalis.
Perhaps it was the wind. I don't see myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me. One less human to worry about.
Protego. Expelliarmus, Bombarda, Incendio, Flipendo, Repulsor, Reparo.
Ragnarok's loyalists will succeed!
Revelio.
Clever.
Always my turn to patrol.
Revelio. Petrificus Totalis.
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringo. Suit me.
Revelio.
Mind you, I suppose. Could get a bit boring.
Petrificus Totalis.
food deals.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Petrificus totalis. Petrificus totalis. Revenue. Petrificus totalis.
What's going on out there? You should know better than that by now. We've all told you before, and look what happens when you don't listen.
I know I heard something now. It was nothing. Wizard kind will submit to. Intruder! patrol is breathless.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
Best moment, I fear.
I won't rest. One less human to worry about. Imperial. Let's get this over with. You can't stop us.
Leviosa! Arrest their momentum. Place
Cover up wise coming back this way.
Leviosa! Accio! Flupendo! Arrest their momentum.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Amit. Revelio.
Clever. This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgott what we found. Bombardo. Accio. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
Sneaking about. You'll see. I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Aloha Mora. Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
We'll need to get across this gap somehow. Revelio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio. Revelio.
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind. Accio. Can we please talk?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
I hope Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed what she...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spintwitches as soon as you can.